taking one breath at a time. Adding to this flow, inhaling, sweeping our arms up, exhaling, swan diving forward fold. Inhale, reversing that swan dive. Exhaling into chair. Inhale, lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, reversing that dive. Exhaling to chair. Finding our own rhythm in this forward fold chair flow. Softening our knees to account for our body any way we need. And the next time we come down into that forward fold, no rush and no hurry. Holding that space, shaking our head yes and no, softening our knees, any organic movement that we need to get to know our body this morning. Stepping back into all fours, coming to a little cat-cow. Flattening our backs, inhaling to cow, tilting the head and the tailbone up, exhaling to cat, rounding the spine. Inhaling cow and exhaling cat, feeling our obliques, pushing the tops of our feet into the floor, finding our pelvic floor, lifting and activating the adductors, the inner thighs, when we're in our cat pose. Adding a little intensity, a little heat into our cat, into a floating cat. So as we draw into cat pose, push into the top of the feet, lift the knees an inch. Slowly put the knees down, inhaling to cow. Exhaling into cat, lifting an inch. It's just enough room for a credit card to go under those knees in that floating cat. We should feel the sensation in our core and in our abs. Meeting in all fours, no rush, no hurry, finishing our flow. Gently curling our toes under, pushing up to downward facing dog. Pedaling our feet, wagging our tail. Pressing through our palms, strong wrists. Stepping our right foot forward to the top short edge of our mat. Walking our hands down the left long edge. Turning our toes to opposite corners, bending our knees, inhaling up, 5-pointed star. Exhaling down into moonflower. Woo, yes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, moonflower. Continuing our one breath, one movement. Keeping our shoulders and our hips in line, abdominals tight. Transitioning to sunflower when we're ready, reaching up, scooping down, inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop. Feeling our inner thighs awaken, pushing our knees out over our ankles. Feeling free to mix up our moonflowers and our sunflowers for variety anytime we need. The next time we move into our 5-pointed star, reaching upward. Cartwheeling our hands to the back short edge of our mat. Framing our left foot. Stepping back to plank pose. Holding our plank. Finding our space, finding our breath. Option to drop our knees down, slowly lowering crocodile. Inhale, yogi push-up. Exhaling back to child's pose. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, yogi push-up. Exhaling, child's pose. Activating our core, finding our center, our power, that Manipura. Meeting in the plank pose. Stepping our right foot forward to the back short edge of our mat. Walking our hands down the left long edge. Putting a bend in our knees, inhaling up to sun pose. Exhale and hold. A little rising sun for the morning. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise, and exhale, lower. One breath, one movement. Feeling the heat in our legs. Just a few more breaths. You can do it. It's just the warm-up. Keeping the bend in that knee. Bringing our hands to heart center. Turning our left toe to the top short edge of our mat. Stepping our right foot forward into chair. Back where we started. Feeling pretty warm, I'm sure. Inhale, pushing our hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back with our right leg into a long lunge. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to plank. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or mini cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Stepping up with our right leg. Inhaling up to 5-pointed star down the long edge of our mat. Exhaling into sun. Inhaling back to the back short edge of our mat into a lunge, framing our left foot. Stepping back with our left leg into downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to plank. Exhaling, lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or mini cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Stepping up with our right foot to the back short edge. Inhale, 5-pointed star to the long left edge. Exhale, lunging at the top of the mat with our left leg. Stepping up with the right leg into forward fold, reversing our swan dive. Exhaling into chair. Inhaling, lifting, tall mountain. Exhaling, forward fold. Stepping back with our right leg, long lunge. Back to downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to our plank. Exhaling, lower into crocodile. Up dog or mini cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping up with our left foot to the top of our mat in a long lunge. Inhale, 5-pointed star to the right long edge. Exhale, lunging to the back short edge of our mat with our right leg. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to plank. Lowering halfway. Upward facing dog or mini cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Stepping up with our left foot. Inhaling up, 5-pointed star. Exhaling, lunging back to the top of our mat. Stepping forward into chair. And bringing our hands to our heart. How warm are we? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, good. It's a lot. You did it. You made it through the warm-up. So settling into our body, settling into our breath. If at any time in our practice you need to take a break, take it. Rest is equally important to movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walking or gently hopping back to plank. Taking 4 breaths in our plank. imagining the power that we have inside, the power to do things that we don't think are possible. Pushing it through our calves, getting our calves involved in our plank, our entire body working together to hold ourselves up. Pushing back, downward facing dog. Raising our right leg as high as we can. Inhaling to cheetah, rounding our back as if we are doing a cat pose, drawing our knee into the chest. Exhaling a three-legged dog. Inhale, cheetah. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, cheetah. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, cheetah. Exhale, take that right knee towards the left elbow. Thread the right leg through for fallen triangle, lifting our left arm. Taking that left hand down to the ground, push it back, three-legged dog. You've got this. Inhaling forward to cheetah. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, step that right leg forward. Exhale, warrior two. Down the long left edge of our mat, holding and breathing. We should feel pretty warm. Our arms feeling strong. Abdominals tight. Reversing that warrior. Gently straightening our back, taking our right forearm down to the right thigh, left arm pointing behind, and then gently picking up this right arm into reverse archer, holding and breathing. Finding a very slow and intentional transition, listening close. We're gonna push our left arm behind us, lift the chest, turn the right toe to the long edge, our left toe to the top short edge, back of the mat into warrior one. Holding and breathing right here. Gently taking our hands down to frame that left foot, picking up our right heel, pushing up to three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee into cheetah, rounding our spine. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, cheetah. 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 Exhale, left knee, right elbow, threading that leg through, raising our right arm, fallen triangle. Taking our right hand down, push it back, three-legged dog. Stepping our left foot all the way through to the hands. Inhaling up, warrior two. Woo! I know, right? Settling into our posture, settling into our body. If our arms are feeling the burn, we can take them to our heart. Listen to your body. Reversing that warrior, right arm reaches down, left arm reaches up. Gently straightening our back, taking our left forearm down to that left thigh, right arm out over the ear. Gently push that right hand to the top of the mat, pulling our left arm up for reverse archer. Being mindful of our knees as we transition. Inhale, reaching up with the right arm, gently turning our toes, warrior one at the top of our mat. Gently taking our hands down to frame our right foot. If you would like to, you can put your block right by your shoulder, so you can aim for your block if you need to. Picking up your right leg, push it back, three-legged dog. Inhale forward to plank, right knee, right elbow. Exhale, push it back, three-legged dog. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. Hold here. If you need to, you can have your block, but I want you to lower halfway and put your right inner thigh onto your tricep. Push it back, three-legged dog. Inhale forward, right knee, right elbow. Lower halfway, stacking. We can hold here or we can lift that back leg. Push it back, three-legged dog. Stepping that right foot forward. Inhale up, warrior one. Gently taking our hands down behind us, interlacing the fingers, hinging forward for humble warrior. Lining our right inner thigh and our right oblique. Option to keep our hands bound or release them by our sides. Lift the chest halfway, picking up our left heel, lifting off into warrior three, finding our balance. Gently dropping that left leg down to the back. Inhale, warrior one, changing your direction to change your mind to the back of our mat. Inhale, lifting our chest. Exhale, folding forward. Hands framing our left foot. Pushing back, three-legged dog. Inhaling forward, left knee, left elbow. Option to take it to the block. Push it back, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold here or folding it halfway, stacking the inner thigh. Push it back, three-legged dog. One more time, guys. We can do this together. Activating our core, inhaling forward. Left knee, left elbow. Lowering into that nice hurdler's pose. Pushing back through that left heel, lifting and back to three-legged dog. There you go. Stepping our left foot forward to face the back of our mat. Inhaling up, tall mountain. Exhaling, forward fold. Walking or jumping it back to plank. Lowering halfway. Chaturanga to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to flow or rest here. So if we need to take a child's pose, take this child's pose now. Or continue to flow, continue to hold your body in space. Finishing our flows. Meeting in downward facing dog. Stepping our right foot forward. Walking our hands down the left long edge of our mat. Using our block. Putting it with our flat edge under our chest. Placing our left hand on our block. Squaring our hips to the floor, inhaling, twisted standing split, raising our right arm. Exhale and hold. If we want to add a little more sensation, we can lift that left arm off of the block or just the fingertips. Closing that right hand down, hands to either side of our block, gently dropping our head down to that block, looking underneath the legs. Inhale, lifting up halfway, pushing through the outer edges of our feet. Placing our right hand into our block. Inhaling, lifting our left arm, twisting to the top short edge of our mat. Option to increase that sensation, floating off of our block or fingertips. Keeping our chest open, not compromising the twist. Slowly taking our left hand down to the ground. You have two options here. You can take your right hand down to the opposite side, putting your head on your block. If you would like to move into a tripod headstand, you can. Putting a gentle bend in our knees, letting our head go to the ground. Lift the heels. I like to walk the edges of my feet in, and then gently come up when you are ready. started in that nice headstand, or you're inverted in that wonderful standing split, gently find a standing split together. Gently walking our hands to the top of our mat, picking up that right heel into a lunge. Let's put our palms down on our mat into a little dragon pose. So hands to the inside of our left foot, push through the right. Try not to let the hips sag. Squeeze this inner thigh in. There you go. Taking a deep breath here, lowering it down to our forearms, or simply bending our elbows. Stepping back to forearm plank. Lowering our hips into Sphinx pose. Pointing our toes, floating into locust, lifting our arms behind us. Reaching our arms forward into superhero. Pulling our hands in for Sphinx, lowering our legs. Curling the toes, pushing back to forearm plank. Stepping our right foot up to the outside of that right arm. If you need to adjust a little once or twice to get that leg up there, you can. Pushing up to dragon. Taking a deep breath now. On the exhale, stepping our left foot forward into Malasana to the outside of the left hand. Dropping the glutes, hands coming into heart. Very good. How are we doing, guys? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Terry's like, I'm alive. I don't know about y'all, but I have sweat running down my butt. I mean, we're working out. It's a real thing. So are you ready? This is my favorite challenge. All right. I want you to lift your chest. Lift your glutes halfway. Oh! Turn your heels out slightly. Lift your chest into a wide leg chair. Oh! Like my legs are shaking. Lift the heels. Whew. Slowly lower back down into Malasana with your heels lifted. Drop those heels. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the glutes halfway. Turn the heels out slightly. Inhale, lift the chest. Wide leg chair. Exhale, lift the heels. You ready? Drop and down. Drop those heels. Pushing our hands into the ground. Let's do this. Walk or jump back to plank. You can do it. Ground the feet, engage the abs. Pulling our right knee underneath our right hip. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. Lift the left arm, supported side plank. Dog's trying to French kiss me. Lift that left leg. Option here to hold or put a bend in our left knee, reaching back with the left arm, opening the chest for a little standing half bow. Gently letting that foot go. Letting that left foot look for the ground. Inhale up into gate pose, raising your right arm. Left hand reaching down the extended left leg. Dallas, Dallas, move. Dallas. Dallas, move. Gently straightening our back, pulling our left knee in, facing the long edge of our mat, sitting down into hero's pose. Hands on our thighs, taking a little lion's breath to let go of tension in our face. So you're gonna stick your tongue out on your exhale and open your eyes very wide. Inhale as deep as you can. Exhale. Inhale. Sitting in that hero's pose, turning our palms down on our thighs, taking a moment to look inward. Acknowledging the hard work that our body has done, taking this mini yogi break before we push through the rest of our workout. Understanding that our pause, our selah, is so important to keep our bodies moving. Gently pushing up onto those knees, extending our right leg down the front of our mat, pushing our foot into the short edge. Raising our left arm, reaching our right hand down for gate pose. Inhale, gently straighten the back. Exhale, taking our left hand down to the back of our mat. Right arm lifts, supported side plank, raising our right leg. Putting a bend in that right leg, reaching back. standing half bow if we choose. Gently finding our supported half plank. Dropping that right leg down. Gently sitting on to our left leg. Pulling our right leg on top of the left for a little cow space. You always have the option to support your glutes on a block. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, put a bend in the left elbow, pushing our left hand down the back, taking our right arm up the low back. You can use your shirt or a strap. Open the chest, pull the shoulders behind you, lift the chin. Holding here if we're working on opening the shoulders, or hinging forward if we're aiming for our hips. Gently releasing our arms. Listening close. We're gonna go for our yoga bar trick. I know it's early in the morning, but we can do it. You know, Butterbean is kind of in the way of my legs, but you just need my voice, I promise. Hands like you're gonna high five the left side, so the back short edge. Putting our hands down. Lift on to the left knee. Put your right foot on the ground. Walk the hands to where your butt was. Do not move the knee. Pick up your left knee. You should kind of look like you're in a standing straddle split. Put the right knee down. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Put your butt right back down on top of your block. And your top leg should fold into place. You're still facing the left long edge of your mat. Readjust any way you need to for your hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pulling our right arm down behind. Again, using your straps or your shirt, left hand reaches up the back. Open the chest. It's okay if our body is different on each side. Just means we're normal, we're humans. Gently let those arms go. Taking our left foot, stepping it to the back edge of the mat, lifting into a kneeling lunge with our right knee on the ground. Stepping forward into forward fold. Reversing our swan dive all the way up. Exhaling, bringing our hands to our heart. Coming into a private moment of balance. We are not facing one another. We are letting go of any inhibitions. No one is looking at the screen. Free creative moments to try and pursue our balance. Finding a focal point in front of us to gaze upon. Gently lifting our right foot, putting it on the inside of the left calf, opening the arms for tree. Transitioning to warrior three, pushing our right leg behind us, arms coming down by our sides, blocks nearby if we need them. Letting our left hand go to our block, opening into half moon. Two options here. We can bind our half moon, or we can stay in our traditional half moon, lifting from our bound half moon into dancer. Or lifting into our tree. Letting that right leg go, shaking it off, readjusting anything that we need. Taking a deep breath in with a long sigh. It's okay to be verbal in class. Verbal means we're letting go. Go, move, Alice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, pulling our hands to heart. Down, down. Pressing into our right foot. Placing our left foot on the right calf. Opening into our tree. Pushing out to warrior three, opening our minds to the possibility of any balance we choose. Letting our hand on the right look for our block or the floor, opening to half moon. Option to put a bend in that leg. And it's okay if one side works and the other doesn't. For me, this side I cannot bind, and that's okay. So lifting to dancer or lifting to our tree. Releasing that leg. Stop. Stop. Inhale, sweeping Pedaling our feet. Getting into that space of relaxation, the space of stretch. Raising our right leg as high as we can. Option to flip our dog here if we choose. Coming up back to that three-legged dog. Pulling our right knee into our right wrist, right ankle towards the left. Settling into pigeon at the back short edge of our mat. Pushing our left thigh into our mat. Deepening our pigeon, making any small adjustments we need to give into a deeper stretch. Gently lift the chest, pushing our right glute into our mat, facing the left long edge, putting a bend in the left knee, prepping for deer pose. So you should have your left knee facing the left long edge, and your right leg should still be in that pigeon position. Taking our palms as if we're saying, stop, stay over there, big giant Doberman, right? And moving our hands to the back top left corner of the mat, framing our right toe, elongating our chest, pushing our glutes into the ground, and folding down on that right foot for deer. We can walk our hands to any length that we need. You should feel this down the glute med, which is right across the top of your back, and on the inner thigh. Gently walking those hands up, keeping our left leg exactly the way it is, extending the right leg out to the back right corner. Inhale, sweeping our arms up. Exhale, folding down on this right leg for a single leg forward fold. Gently walking our hands up our leg, extending our left leg out to the top front right corner. So we're in a straddle on the long edge of our mat, placing our palms on the ground, elongating the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bending the elbows, walking forward, finding our straddle forward fold any way we need to. Gently walking our hands up, putting a bend in our right knee, keeping our left foot at the top of our mat, as if you're setting up for that half deer pose, pushing the right glute into the ground, inhaling, sweeping our arms up, exhaling, hinging down our left leg. Gently walk those hands up, setting up for that deer pose, keeping our right leg in place, putting a bend in the left leg as if you're going to go into pigeon. So you're bending that knee, the shin is facing the top short edge of our mat. Again, taking our hands to the long edge, aiming our chest over our left foot, placing our hands down to frame the left foot, elongating our spine, exhaling, hinging as we push our glutes into the ground for deer. Feeling the different sensations on either side of our body. Gently walking those hands up, carefully taking our palms, letting them face the front of our mat, elongating that right leg, pushing into pigeon on this right side. So make sure your right thigh is facing the ground as you transition to pigeon. Adjusting into a deeper pigeon, allowing for any changes we need to make in our body to make this feel better. Focus on the feeling, the sensation. Deepening our practice. Maybe simply trying organic movement that allows us to open our body in a different way. Coloring outside the lines. Gently lifting that chest, walking the hands up, putting our left glute into the ground, bringing our right leg around into butterfly, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Closing our eyes, letting go of expectation of what we should or should not be doing. Turning inward, allowing our body to feel free from judgment. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, peace fingers grabbing our toes, or you can grab your heels for a more intense big toe wide boat. Rocking back so that you are balanced. If you want to try the heels, you can put your hands on your heels, extending one leg and then the opposite. Remember, any boat is a good boat. Boats are hard work. So own your boat. Putting a bend in the knees, releasing to a regular boat. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Slowly putting the feet down, fingertips facing the glutes behind you, lifting up to tabletop. Opening the chest. Slowly lowering the glutes down, extending the legs straight out, opening the chest into beach chair, handling our heart with care as we push it toward the sky. Coming it down for fish, putting a bend in one elbow and then the opposite, dropping our head back. Releasing our shoulders to the ground, arms out to the side, drawing our knees to our chest, letting our knees go to the right for a supine spinal twist. Inhale back to the center. Exhaling, turning our knees to the left. Pressing our shoulders into the floor. Gently bringing those knees back to the center, extending the legs straight to the ceiling. Two options: you can take a shoulder stand, lifting those legs up, or you can take a waterfall with your glutes on a block. A waterfall is twofold, good for the body. It allows you to release your traps and your scapular muscles, your levator scapulae, if you have neck and shoulder pain. So keep the palms down, facing the floor, and feel the length in the neck with the legs lifted. If we're lifting into shoulder stand, lifting our legs up, engaging the core, pressing our hands into the ground as we lift into shoulder stand, supporting our back with our hands at our hips. Gently bringing our knees to our chest, lowering our glutes to the ground, no matter where we are. If we have that block underneath us, gently taking it out from underneath. Letting our knees fall to the side, hands on our belly, our hands open like a goalpost for Supta Baddha Konasana or reclining bound angle. Settling into an Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose with an ah or an opening sound of the glottis as if you're whispering to yourself. Allowing our bodies and this Ujjayi breath, the breath of the ocean, to begin to let us escape to another space. Keeping our hips open. Taking a few more breaths. And gently relaxing into your space for Shavasana, whatever that is for us this morning. Maybe we're on our backs, maybe we're on our sides. Spending some time with gratitude toward the strength in our bodies, the effort that we placed in our practice. Letting our thoughts fade into the background as if they were cars on a train. Letting the train cars pass. Hearing the rum of the train on the tracks until the graffiti on the train cars looks like rainbows. Easing our breath into a natural space. Letting our bodies be, loving ourselves as we are, and simply breathing into the space that we take up and deserve this morning. Taking a deep breath in with a very long exhale. Allowing our bodies to wake and come back to the present. Slowly rolling to one side. Allowing our bellies to soften. And then gently finding a seated position facing the top of our mat. Sitting firmly into our glutes. Bringing our hands by our sides, elongating the spine. Inhale, sweeping our arms upward. Exhaling, pulling our hands to our third eye. With gratitude for our intention and movement and challenge of our body. Taking another deep breath in as we push the hands to the sky. Exhaling, pulling our hands to our heart. Thank you for holding space with me this morning and practicing. May the light in all of us shine forth to the world. Namaste. Good job, guys. So we're gonna take 15 minutes to right our bodies, right ourselves. When you come back to a space, just make sure you can easily transition to a space of movement where I can see your body and your partner can see your body, and where you can kind of come into your screen into a comfortable space as well. So whatever that looks like for you. To take 15 minutes to get yourself kind of undone from class, and I will see you guys in a few moments.